this is a message for Nate the Game Dude. And before I start this video, I'm at the Sam's Club at the store right now, Nate, so yeah. And usually I don't get on YouTube during the weekends, except if I upload a video at Sam's Club. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk right now, so I have to find a place where I want to place it when I want to record here. So yeah, I don't know, maybe. Nate the Game Media Dude 2006, I got something to tell you about Dan Sobel. About my opinion on Dan Sobel, that is. Well, I just kind of don't like Eric Payton. No, I kind of don't like Dan Sobel, not Eric Payton. I don't like Eric Payton as well. I don't want to talk about Eric Payton. I meant Dan Sobel, not Eric Payton. I want to tell you about. I was good. I'm talking this time, Nate. I'm talking about Dan Sobel and my letter segments. Nate, there's something I gotta tell you, Nate. Well, I remember you made a message for me, Nate, and I don't know if I'll making me a statement on Dan Sobel. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna make a statement for Dan Sobel, but I'm not gonna make a rant on Dan Sobel. I don't think I ever did rant videos on my channel, on my new channel. I never did, actually. So yeah, I don't think I want to make a rant on Dan Sobel. I kind of don't like Dan Sobel. The reason why, like I tell you before in my comments, like, it's because Brendan Pippin, Andy Ho, Ryan Goodwin, Andrew Broussard, and the other users hates me. That's why I decided not to trust Dan Sobel or not like Dan Sobel, or maybe cut ties. But I kind of do like Dan Sobel. It's the only thing I prefer about Dan Sobel, me liking about it, is just his letter segments and his taste test videos. And then what else? And Blue's Clues letter segments for me. That's what I do like, but not his bad stuff. I also like his movie reviews and TV show reviews and all kinds of good stuff, but I don't know about that. But Nate, since I don't like Dan Sobel, kind of, I don't know if I'll continue my Blue's Clues letter segment that has Dan Sobel. And Dan Sobel made a letter for me. Yeah, that's what I like, when Dan Sobel made a letter for me since back in 2021 through 2022. Yeah. I don't know if I'll continue my Blue's Clues letter segment that has Dan Sobel, because I didn't do all the Dan Sobels. I didn't finish all of my Blue's Clues letter segments as Dan Sobel since I got my new channel, since my old channel got terminated. So yeah. So Nate, I don't know if I could should I continue my Blue's Clues letter segments that has Dan Sobel on it, or no? I don't know. I know you don't like Dan Sobel. You probably hate Dan Sobel a lot, but I kind of don't. I kind of don't like Dan Sobel, except his letter segments and his letters. Made a letter for me. Oh, I was at the store. I do like Gabby's Dollhouse. Gabby's Dollhouse. I like Gabby. Which I like Gabby's Dollhouse. I'm drinking. Yeah, I just don't know if I'm gonna hate him even more. I kind of don't like Dan Sobel for a little bit. It's just that I kind of don't like Dan Sobel because other users such as Brendan Pippin, Andy Ho, and other users like Ryan Goodwin and other users blocked me and unsubscribed to my channel. So I decided not to trust Dan Sobel anymore because of that. And I understand, I do know that Dan Sobel does bad stuff, like bad things, such as his screaming at Devin Osborne back in September of 2022. I remember back in 2021 he said the N-word, but he probably said that one time, I don't know. He also made he made bad things, like his angry message, or sometimes he made an unhappy birthday message, that is, sometimes. He also made giving people middle finger, which I don't want to give a middle finger. I don't do swear words. I know he does do swear words and you do swear words, but I don't do swear words and cuss words. Not even Jordan's Media Cord 2000, because he doesn't like swear words. Yeah, swear words are okay, but I don't do swear words usually. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna hate Dan. I don't know if I could continue my Blues. Should I continue my Blues Clues live segments that has Dan Sobel on it? Because I haven't done all of it yet. It was on my old channel, but it got terminated back in November 29th, 2022 due to copyright. Because reason why my first old Anthony Fritchie 2003's YouTube channel got terminated back in 2022 is because I got all 3 copyright strikes at one time because of those. When I was uploading all parts of the Peanuts videos, which is a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, the Charlie Brown's Christmas on my main channel, and I got 3 copyright strikes on my other channel, which is a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. That's the reason why my old channels got terminated, including my rest of my channels too. But anyways, so I don't know, Nate. Should I continue my Blues Clues Lair segments that has Dan Sobel? My Blues Clues Lair segment episodes has Dan Sobel on it, or should I just do other things? I don't know. Since we don't want to trust Dan Sobel anymore because he's a pedophile nowadays. Yeah, I didn't have a choice to not like Dan Sobel. I really want to like him again, but I do want to trust him again, but I don't think I want to do it right now, since I wish, because other YouTube users such as Andy Ho, Ryan Goodwin, Brendan Pippin, Adam DeZaz, and Andrew Broussard, aka Andrew's Movie Corner, and the other users don't like me, and they hate me and block me and unsubscribe to my channel because I like Dan Sobel so much. That's the reasons why. And I know Andy Ho did block you on your channel, but now he likes you again. But not me. But he still doesn't like me still. Like, seriously. I wish they'll respect my opinion on Dan Sobel. Man, I know Adam Carr favorite likes Dan Sobel, but that's okay. That's a good thing for him, but I can handle his opinion. Except his letter segments. I'll probably agree with that. Because I like his Blues Clues letter segments, and he does like Blues Clues. He does like make a letter for me. Like, he made a Blues Clues letter segment for me back in 2021 through 2022. But I didn't do all his letters. I didn't make all these Blues Clues letter segments that Dan Sobel did. So I don't know, Nate. Should I just forget making Dan Sobel's Blues? Should I continue my Blues Clues letter segments that has Dan Sobel, since I don't really want to trust him anymore? But can I still do it, Nate? I didn't do all of it yet. And I hope his channel didn't get terminated. I don't know if I didn't really want his channel terminated, but I just don't have a choice not to trust him. I do want to trust Dan Sobel, but I don't really want to trust him anymore because due to the other users block me and unsubscribe, like Andy Ho, Brendan Pippin, and the other users block me and unsubscribe because I like Dan Sobel so much. They also blocked Adam Carr favorites and other users who were neutral to Dan Sobel. Like, seriously. I wish they didn't respect our opinions. They didn't respect their opinions on Dan Sobel anymore. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to trust Dan Sobel, Nate. I just want to let you understand. I really don't I didn't want to hate him, but I have to. Well, I kind of hate him for a little bit, not too much. Except his Blues Clues letter segments and that's what I only prefer about Dan Sobel nowadays. His taste test. Here's the ones I like about Dan Sobel: taste test videos, letter segments for me, and his Blues Clues letter segments, and his TV shows and movie reviews and the other things. That's what I prefer, but not his bad videos like his screaming at Devin Osborne and he put in his pajamas. Well, I kind of don't like I guess his putting his pajamas, showing his underwear is okay for me, but But nah, I don't think I want to like it. Yeah, I don't think I want to. Yeah, I'm afraid we have to hurt Dan's feelings, Sobel's feelings, since we don't want to trust him anymore. I decided no longer trust Dan Sobel anymore, so I don't know if I'll continue my Blues Clues Liar segments that Dan Sobel made it for me, but I haven't checked all of them yet. So yeah. Like, I remember Dan Sobel tell me about his top 5 favorite characters on Booba, the Backyardigans, and the other, and so much more. He did make letters for me, and he made his own notebooks for me. So yeah. I remember you made letters for me, and Chase Ballard made a letter for me, and I know Steve the YouTuber made one letter segment for me. That's one I didn't check yet, but I don't know, Nate. I don't know, Nate, the game me to 2006. So should I continue my Blues Clues Liar segments, and since I don't want to trust him anymore, but could I still do it, or should I not do that since I don't like Dan anymore? I don't know, since I haven't done all of it yet, since I didn't want to trust him anymore, because I haven't done all the letters. I didn't do all of it. I only did some of it. I know I did Diego Horn. I did do some of his letter segments like already, but like he made a letter for me about showing his DVD collection. So yeah, I was gonna do that, but I don't know, Nate. I don't know, Nate. I wasn't ready to continue. I should have taken a break from his letter segments because I just don't feel like I didn't have much time. I just couldn't get on YouTube 24/7, which I do have a life outside YouTube while I'm at home or AKC and stuff like that. So yeah. And I was at the store. I'm not even at home. So yeah. I really wish they'll like me again, but I guess they will like me again, like Andy Ho and the other users, if I don't trust or not like Dan Sobel at all. Which I understand Dan Sobel does bad things, like his bad things, he made wrong things, like he was screaming at Devin Osborne. His trophying and stuff like that. A lot of bad stuff he did back in the past. Oh yeah, and I know he made a message video recently, but didn't have it on his channel anymore. So Andrew Brazar archived that video. And I remember he put his pajamas on and showing in front of these kids from his underwear. Yeah, they should not do that in the first place, but still. And I guess that video's okay in my opinion, but I don't like it. It's like it's disgusting. Yeah. He put that on TikTok. Yeah, nowadays he's a pedophile nowadays. I don't want to call him a pedophile, but I'm afraid he is. Yeah, I was drinking Sprite. Or mixture of the Sprite and the Pepsi. So yeah. That's why I didn't want to trust Dan Sobel anymore. It's because Brad Pippen, Ryan Gillen, Andy Ho, and the other users didn't want to trust Dan Sobel. Doesn't want to like me anymore because of that. That's why I prefer not to like it, since I decided no longer liking Dan anymore. And I ain't really done making his Blues Clues Liar segments. That last time I made a letter for Dan Sobel, it's about my haircut. But maybe I should have made that letter for Dan Sobel in the first place, recently that is. I also made a letter for you about my haircut. I hope you do my Blues Clues Liar segments. Can you please do that, Nate? I don't know if I'll tell Dan Sobel to move his letter segments of my haircut. I don't know. Should I keep his letter segment of my letter for Dan Sobel? Should I delete that video? I don't know. Or change it to private. So yeah. So yeah, I don't want to trust Dan anymore, except his. I just really don't like Dan Sobel, except his letter segments, and his letter. And Dan Sobel made a letter for me. So yeah, I'd like when Dan Sobel made a letter for me. It's pretty good. That's what I prefer. See, I don't know what else I gotta say for this message video for you, so I'm just gonna have to let it be. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know what else I gotta say, so I'm gonna have to let it be. So yeah. I think that's it for me. So that's it for me. That's it for me making a message for you, Nate, and I was not a letter for you. And so yeah. And I remember you made a message for me about making a statement on Dan Sobel. Well, I don't know. I'll think about making a statement, Nate. I don't know. I don't know yet, but I'll think about it. But I kind of don't like Dan Sobel. I don't but I only prefer his letter segments. I kind of feel like I couldn't resist for being neutral to him. I really probably gonna miss him so much for me liking Dan Sobel. I really don't like me hating him. I really don't want to hate Dan Sobel, but I have no choice. Since I just don't have a choice, Nate. That's why I decided not to like Dan Sobel, because they didn't want to. They didn't respect my opinion on Dan Sobel. Instead, they decided not to trust Dan Sobel anymore. So that's why I decided not to trust and not liking Dan Sobel because of that. Because Brad Pippin, Andy Ho, and blocked me unsubscribed to my channel, and so is the other users. So yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for a message video. I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I think that's all I gotta say for this message video for you, Nate. So yeah, bye, Nate. End of message.